Shalom. About 40 years ago, in the late 1980s, people in St. Paul's, in my neighborhood, organized the first apartheid-free zone in Europe. They came together with their neighbors and shopkeepers and decided that no store, no business in St. Paul's would handle Israeli goods, and any company that did wasn't welcome in St. Paul's. That campaign was so successful that they managed to drive out the bank that financed apartheid, the British bank that financed apartheid, and the Barclays Bank closed. Now, people in Bristol have come together and we're going to say, we're going to do it again and we're going to do it bigger. We're going to build an apartheid-free zone starting in Easton and St. Paul's that says absolutely no Israeli produce in our shops. The plan is that we're going to knock on every single door and we're going to get people to sign a pledge. And the pledge says that they will not buy produce from Israel. Alongside that, we're going to work with the local shopkeepers to say that they won't stock Israeli produce. Now, being realistic, a couple of neighborhoods in Bristol first, and then hopefully the whole city, is not going to make a massive economic difference. But look around, right? We've been doing these demonstrations for nearly a year, and they're getting smaller. We're in a situation now where we need to move from protest to resistance. We start building the power to make the government listen and to make the situation change. But we can only do that by speaking to our neighbors and changing people's minds. Which is why the important bit of the whole campaign is getting out on the doors and knocking and speaking to your neighbors. There's many, many people in Bristol that have never had anyone speak to them about Palestine. The only way we build the power to be able to make Israel change is by building a mass movement. So what I want you to do is to join the campaign and to commit to never buy Israeli goods until Palestine is free, and to speak to the shops near you to say, don't handle Israeli goods. Now, the way you can do that is to go to the Stop the War Bristol Facebook page. There'll be a link there later today where you can sign the pledge and you can join the WhatsApp group to get involved in door knocking in your neighborhood. We need to build the movement street by street, block by block, and build total support for Palestine. You got to remember when our neighbours in St. Paul started the apartheid-free zone back in the 80s, Tories used to wear badges that said, "Hang Nelson Mandela." MPs now that talk about South Africa and the fight against apartheid as being an obvious, self-evident moral truth, we're backing apartheid and backing the racists to the hilt. Now, that kind of talk is completely impossible, and we need to do the same for Palestine. We need to make the idea of Zionism completely unacceptable in civilized society. So get involved. If you want to come and speak to me about how to do it, I'm going to be at the front near the prams. Free Palestine, victory to the resistance.